don't really know how to explain this. Yeah. Just picking up the Boxster and doing a little walk around to see for any scratches and stuff. I mean, there's very few, like a tiny little scratch here. Nothing really in the back, just a slight mark there. There's a bit of a bumper cracking here. Again, some marks on here. A couple of scuffs on the arches. I guess keys getting in and out there, scratched up a bit. Some slight marks on the stop top. Not too many stone chips, just a few bits and bobs. And no rips or anything, just regular wear in here. Okay, this is totally nerve-wracking. Just picked up the Porsche, had a quick look around it, just make sure that, you know, any scrapes and things like that were marked on the rental agreement. Yeah, this is the regular Boxster, the kind of 2.9. I think of this generation, there was an S version that maybe had a 3.4 or something. I'm not really up on my Boxsters. But it's the PDK, I think it's 7-speed or something like that. But he did say that going to Fuji Speedway, which is only like, I don't know, 2.5 hours away or something like that, in tolls would be, you know, maybe over 4,000 yen, which is like, let me think, 27 or 28 euro or something like that. So that's like crazy for tolls. Anyway, I got to get out of the city. The tank is full. So I'm not going to think about petrol for the moment, and I'll show you the car later on. I'm going to stop at a place where there's a cable car and get out and see some of the countryside before I head on to Fuji Speedway. So it does have a pretty sweet interior, I gotta say. So it turns out I had avoid tolls still on from when I was driving in Ireland, and it was taking me like 1 hour and 40 to get to this cable car area that I wanted to go to. As soon as I turned off the you know, avoid tolls feature, it's less than 1 hour now, so it's taking me back into the city. I don't know, maybe I should have just left it off, but anyway, yeah, we'll see how this takes us. I'm sure it's going to be getting onto a toll road or motorway or something very soon. Okay, now that we're on the motorway and I don't have to take a turn for like 32 kilometers, I can take my phone back out and take a short little video. I can actually see Fuji, Mount Fuji in the distance there. We are going to be passing close-ish to it, so I'm hoping I get a few views on the way. I got an amazing view from the airplane when I was flying into Tokyo. But on the motorway, how is the Porsche? Again, whisper quiet. Yeah, there's a bit more tyre noise than I was expecting, but it is a convertible and it probably has pretty wide tyres. But this is how we're sitting at the moment. I take it handy. I actually don't know what the speed limit is here. It's not coming up on Google Maps and it's not showing up on signs or anything like that, so I'm just kind of going with the flow of traffic. I'll give it the quick odd blast. Every so often I see some cool little Suzuki K car. Watch them on camera. Here's another. And a motorbike. This is where having a passenger would come in quite handy because they could get some nice photos. Oh, another one. Convertible 911. Now that I'm getting more comfortable in the Porsche, I am just starting to look around the cabin at all the features and stuff. And I was trying to find the cruise control, and there was a little stalk down here, and there's no stalks on that side, and I can't see cruise control anywhere, which seems crazy for a high-end car like a Porsche, but there you go. The Honda did have it. I was looking forward to using it to make sure I wasn't going to go over any speed limits and get speeding tickets, but I guess I'll have to do it manually. My head unit here just flashed up something to do with ETC, and I don't have an ETC reader in this car. I'm gonna have to pay cash on every toll, so I'm guessing that's telling me to basically stay in the right lanes for cash. So I might just nip out into the right lane, put the phone down. Okay, I guess that's the start of the toll, because they just gave me this little ticket. I didn't actually have to pay anything, so whenever I exit the motorway I pay the toll. I have no idea. Let's see. So just arrived at the cable car area. You can't park right up next to it. I end up having to park across the street. There was a lad just with a kind of rough looking car park. Cost about a tenner. The toll roads was interesting. The exit was like pure mental spaghetti kind of junction. But anyway, the toll itself, I was only on that road for maybe less than an hour, and it was about €14 for 1 hour of driving on that toll road. There was a lot of tunnels and stuff, but Jesus, that's expensive. So here's the car anyway. That's a nice wee motor. Almost no sound off it though when you're driving. You'd nearly swear it was an electric car. There's no motor, no engine sound unless you stab the throttle. Way too quiet. If it was mine now, you'd have to put an exhaust on it, but can't ever see myself buying one of these. Right, let's find this cable car. It's somewhere over there and goes up the mountains. I don't know. Let's figure it out. That's where I want to go, up the top of there. It's pretty steep. Absolutely amazing views of Tokyo here, but a lot of the trees are in the way, so I want to try and get higher. That's what I'm talking about. Wow. That's where the cable car comes up. Just walk around this tower up here. Check this out. Actually, you can see the track for the cable car just there. It runs all the way down to the station, so that's where I got it. The question is it too early to get a hot dog? It's only about 11 in the morning. Maybe walk around for a bit and work up a hunger. Seems to be some sort of monkey sanctuary or monkey area, I don't know. I might give it a skip because there's monkey stuff everywhere. And keep walking along this trail. I think it finishes up at a temple, and there's other trails, but I'm not sure if I'll do them all. I might head on to Fuji Speedway after I get back down. Must be getting close to the temple now because the gate is here. Okay, that's the temple. These are all different walking trails. I'm here at the moment. I think it was the red trail I was on. This character here seems to be associated with this trail. She's appeared a few times already, holding different things. Wow. Okay, gotta work our way up. All these little houses are little lanterns all the way up. All seem to have power running to them. So they must be lit up at night, I'd say. It must be beautiful. Okay, I have no idea which way to go. So it's a school tour going on here. Get out of the way. But there's gentle climb here or else some steep stairs. Let's go this way. That's cool. Just clinging on those trees. I'm so glad it's sunny because there's a little bit of heat. Other than that, it's freezing cold. I don't have a coat or anything with me. Not really prepared, but sure. I thought I was going to work up a sweat on the way up the hill, but it's not too bad. Okay, it's getting steeper. A little bit out of breath. Here's another one of those statues I was mentioning. You can see she's something else in her hand now. No idea. Okay, got to the top of this hill, and again, figures there. There's loads of these places to get sweet treats and stuff. But there is an intersection, so you can either go up the hill here or head up a less steep slope there. So I'm going to use Google Translate on this little sign and see what it means. Okay, so it turns out up there is some sort of Siberian prisoner of war memorial. So I'll skip that for the moment because I'm mainly looking for the temple to start with. What sort of food have they got? I don't know what that is. It looks kind of like ramen. Oh, it is ramen. You can see the noodles in behind there. Really good price. God, that's good. That's like about €7 or €8. Some gachapon, of course. I think these are the sweet treats. Tokyo sweet soy sauce dango. What's a dango? Maybe it's more of a savoury thing, but they do look good. It's worth a try. How much are they? 400. So it's only about $2.50 or something like that. So might as well try it. Head to the temple first though. I'll have to show this to my mother-in-law. She's part of the Lions Club in Ireland, so she'll get a kick out of that. I'll take a photo. I think these are all people who contribute money to the upkeep of this pathway. So if you pay a certain amount of money, or donate, you can get your name on here. Oh, this is worth a climb. Wow. Samurai. Oh, look at this guy with the blue face. Two more. Wow, this place is amazing. So this is where you wash your hands before you go into the temple or make your offering. And be careful to wash the stick after you wash your hands. What a weird creature. And just hanging up your fortunes that you didn't like. This is where you make your donation. It's almost like granite or something. I'm pretty sure it is granite. It's very cool. Some more of those tasty treats there. This all looks like shops and food and stuff like that. But there should be a good view from over here as well. So we're even higher up. Let's see. Yep. I was wondering what that noise was. So they're all queued up here and they go through the portal. Some sort of symbolism. So I'm not sure what you call these things, but they're like kind of like good luck charms or something. But it makes a whole lot more sense now because there was one of these similar to this kind of thing in my Alto Works under the seat. I found it. Maybe it's like to keep you safe or something. So again, there's a sign here, and there's a different direction to go here. I just came from that way, and the sign on Google Translate says towards the mountaintop, which is that way, and then some other stuff that way. So maybe I can go up these stairs and down that way. Let's see. But maybe I haven't seen the main temple yet. I assumed I had, but let's go explore. Oh, okay, this is much bigger. Check out the detail on the wood. Oh my god. That's amazing. Get somewhere where I'm out of the way and I can zoom in on some of these. Wow. Okay, so they're burning incense here, and there's a queue for people who are going up to do their thing. Some more samurai here. This guy with the beak seems to be somebody important. And this other lad with a big nose. I'll have to do some research and find out more about them. So lots more shops and trinkets and treats all around. And it looks like there's even a higher climb up here. Google Translate to the rescue. There's not many English signs here. Okay, so now I have a decision to make because this sign says that the main temple is up that way to the peak and it is 20 minutes. So I do have to get to Fuji Raceway at some point. And if there is any cars on track, I want to try and catch them during the day rather than get there too late. I'm not actually sure. It'll probably be more test cars and that. There's no official races on, but maybe I'll just go up to this red gate up here and then make a decision. Little small shrine on the way, and there's your man again with the beak. So before I head up to the top there, these are some of the statues that I'd seen on the way up. It's got a dagger and a bat and a scroll. Some connection with bows as well. There was some mention beside all those wooden kind of slats with the donations that these are representing donations as well. So I guess if you give a lot of money, you get one of these in your name. I don't see any further areas to go up from here, but we'll have a little look around the back. Again, looks like one of these incense burners. And there's Big Nose himself. So where is Beakface? Let's find him. Maybe that's a bit disrespectful.
Your man's nose and this guy's beak seem to be kind of shiny, so maybe people rub it for good luck or something. I don't know. And maybe also his belly. Are these cats or are these dogs? That is the question. Dogs. I guess the dog likes beer then. Not sure what that's about. That was the temple I was just at. But I kind of feel like I can't go this far and then turn around. I might as well keep going to the top. Well, the heartbeat's going now, that's for sure. I can't imagine doing this during summer when it's so humid. This is the perfect time of the year to do it. There's a nice chill in the air. Okay. I thought that was the top, but I guess there's more. One thing I would say about this area is there's no tourists here. So it's a little hidden gem. Okay, now I reached the top. That last part was a serious climb. I thought there might be another temple up here, but I guess not. It's just a lookout. If I can find one of those places to get something to eat, I'll do it here rather than climbing all the way back down to get that, because I'm hungry now. They're sold out of those little balls on a stick. We do have udon noodles, but they look not the greatest, to be honest. As you'd probably expect, getting all the stuff up here, I don't know how to do it, to be honest. So I'll head back down and see if I can get those things that I would wanted to try. So like trying different stuff. But I don't think there's anything else up here really to see. Maybe I'll take a look over this way because there's more of a view of the mountain ranges as opposed to the city that I haven't seen yet. Okay, that's beautiful. This one. So that took a little longer than expected to get back down. I didn't get any hot dog in the end, just got all the way down. I had a Kit Kat with me just to keep me going. Anyway, plan now is to drive for about 2 hours through mountain kind of twisty roads. Might not get an option to kind of hoon it too much, but in case I do, I thought, look, the sun's come out. He'd be mad not to put the hood down, right? So let's see if we can figure this out. Push this button. Unlock that there, windows come down, and then there is 2 buttons here. I believe it's this one here. So pull that. Things are happening. And then the windows come back up. So yeah, the day 4 might as well. Just left the area with the cable car, and this, well, I think it's a Datsun or something like that, is in front of me here. I want to try and catch a glimpse of it. We're headed towards that spaghetti junction, but we're going to be going straight through it, I think, rather than round and round. I can smell the unburned petrol coming out of this. Definitely does not have a cat, but it's sitting so low that the exhaust is nearly scraping off the ground. Hope the noise of that comes through on the camera, it's awesome. It looks like it's an old Skyline 2000 GT. It's a 4-door. So there's no turns for another 8 kilometers, so hopefully I get to drive behind this guy for a while and listen to that engine. So just stopped here to get a good look at Mount Fuji. There's a bit of a strong fuel smell coming out of the Porsche when you stop, so I hope everything's okay. But anyway, behind me here, look. Let's go over and have a look. Not to the mountain obviously, but somewhere where I can get a photo. And there she is. It's very sunny, so it's kind of hard to capture on the camera, but just stopped on this small little town. It's only about maybe 25 minutes from Fuji Speedway, so hop back in a Porsche and get there. So I had to stop again because there was this little car park on this twisty windy section, but would you look at this view, holy shit. Wow. I don't think you can get a better picture of Fuji than this. It's such a clear day and I am so close to it. It's a nice little seating area here where I can chill out and look at it, but it's actually quite cold, so I don't know if I will or not. Ah, it's beautiful here. Okay, I promise that is it, no more stops. It's only 20 minutes to Fuji Speedway, but I couldn't resist. It's a fantastic view here. And up the hill we go. What those signs say, I have no clue. I was also pretty lucky to get a spot there. There was only one spot left when I pulled up, but I guess people come and go pretty quick. Well, day one with the Porsche has been a great experience. Not so much because for the car, but for the roads. Just as I finished that video, one more tiny stop. The Fuji Speedway entrance. This isn't the way into the hotel, but I mean you can't go past this without taking the famous picture. Before I check in, I can't help but check out the car park and racetrack for 1 second. Very nice GR86, but there's something over here that I want to take a video of just in case it disappears. A Honda Beat on TE37s. Classic combo. White on yellow. It's got what are those seats? Esqueleto seats, which I think are Japanese. Optional fog lights. He's got the retrimmed armrest in the centre with the zebra print. Nice Momo steering wheel. And Civic Type 4 gear knob, or NSX. And nice exhaust on the back. Oh, I can hear things on the racetrack. And here we have a sweet little Alto Works. This is the latest generation, which has been around for quite a few years at this stage. I don't think I've ever seen one in this blue colour before. Unfortunately, it is an automatic. But still a cool little car. GR Yaris. So I guess the museum is like literally in the hotel, or the hotel is literally in the museum, either way. Apparently check-in is up here. Oh, I cannot wait to walk around this museum. Rally cars. This was not cheap for one night, but it's gonna be worth it, I think, because it's an extra special place. Holy shit, this place is amazing. This is my key card, my room. And there is the racetrack. This is the room, which is absolutely massive. Sink area. Bathroom and wet room, shower. Closet. So it was expensive. But you can totally see why. And your amazing Japanese toilet with all the options. Whew. I think it was worth it in the end. So plan is I'm going to probably buy a ticket. I think I get a discounted price for the museum if I buy the ticket because I'm staying in the hotel. So go to the museum now, do that for a couple of hours, maybe chill out for a half an hour. I have a sim racing rig booked for a half an hour later on, which is in the gym. I was hoping that there might be some cars out on the racetrack, but there's none there now. There might be some in the morning, who knows. But they also have karting out on the track, and I'm thinking I might try and do that tomorrow. I've got a chunk of time in the morning before I head off to Suzuki Plaza, and that would be perfect to kill like an hour or whatever. And if I enjoy it, I could always do it twice. I think it's only half an hour long. But I'll have to scope out where that is. But oh my God, this place is unreal. Whew. They're not spot welds, they actually look like rivets on both of the arches. It gives a kind of real airplane vibe. This iconic car. HKS R32 GTR race car. The most amazing sounding engine. Oh. Looks like they've prepared a sound clip for all those interested. Wow, it's a guy. Just started brushing my teeth, and all of a sudden there was some action on the track. So I'm going to head through the gates here now. The rules of the tunnel, you must give it a blast. Some serious machines. There's a lot of people standing around this one, so it must be something special. Although GTRs are kind of like a dream car for a lot of people, they aren't really for me. You know, they're cool to see. They sound amazing on track as they're flying by, and the speeds that they're flying by at, so many of them are modified at God knows how many horsepower. They are rocket ships. But a little part of me wants to just see K cars instead. I would love to see way more K cars here on track, but they would absolutely be in the way for any GTR that would be on track. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to split out of here and head to the karting and see if that's on today. I don't actually know if it's on, so hopefully it is. Couldn't resist one last little shot. Mount Fuji with the Bridgestone Potenza archway. Onwards to karting. Okay, I found the east gate, which looks kind of similar but not the same. So hopefully they'll let me in this way for the karting. Feels like I'm actually driving to the top of Mount Fuji. It's crazy. With it right in front of me. I think it's just down here on the left. Parking 3-4, I should probably check. What's it say on the map? Parking 5. There's nobody around, so it's handy I can just stop, figure out where I'm going. Okay, I see a sign that says go-kart. So just reached the car park of the karting, and it looks like maybe they run little motorbikes on here as well. These tiny little bikes. Maybe there's a separate track for them, I don't know. But I can see carts out here. Are they all out at the same time? Looks like the same area. But before I go inquiring about the karting, I want to have a look at a little car over here. And it is an Alto Works. Got a generator there. I don't know what he's still up to with the generator, but again, it's an automatic. I don't know what these people do be doing automatic little K cars like this when they're so much more fun with manuals. But anyway, it's sitting low. The exhaust is now scraping off the ground. Right, let's go figure out what's going on with this karting. So the deal with this karting track is it's meant to be a mini version of the Fuji Speedway circuit. The exact same corners, just all in tiny versions. But it's obviously big enough for motorbikes to go on, because your man is fairly ripping it. I'm guessing they don't put the bikes and the karts out at the same time. We're going for this one. It's only about €10 for 7 laps. This is my helmet of choice. So this is my steed. They've also got these cool tandem ones where 2 people can go. There's one driver and the other one's a passenger. So either side by side, kind of like that, or else these ones over here have one behind the other. Never seen that before. Really cool. Anyway, we're all getting set up and going out on the track now, so probably won't be able to take any video. Totally lost track of time, now in a mad panic to get all my stuff out of the room and check out the hotel. It has a late checkout, it's like 12 o'clock. I thought I had plenty of time, but got distracted at the racetrack. So I was going to take the long road, basically don't go to toll roads, to Suzuki Plaza, and it would take me over 3 hours. But now that I'm running late, I'm going to have to go to toll roads. So I have enough time to maybe stop for lunch and just have a bit of gap there, just in case I run into any traffic or anything like that. So I'm probably not going to take any videos till I get to Suzuki Plaza. So I just drove about maybe an hour and a half on the motorway, and Jesus, people aren't kidding when they say the tolls are expensive. That was €20. What the... So now I am off the motorway and I'm on more rural roads or city roads or whatever, going through towns, and I don't think I'll have any more tolls. I would have gone the non-toll roads all the way, but I just didn't have enough time. So on the way back I'll have to be picky about, do I go toll roads for some or all of it or what, because it is very expensive. I'm about half an hour from Suzuki Plaza, so I thought I'd stop and get a little bit of lunch. And where else would you stop? Only 7-Eleven. Behind me, well, I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, through there. So I'm looking for the thing I got previously, which was broccoli and octopus, which, you know, was a bit of a gamble, and it turned out to be super tasty. I think they had it in there, but it was sold out. But I got something similar-ish. Beef, egg, burdock, and soy sauce. What is burdock? I don't know. I'm guessing this little thing down here. Kind of look like potatoes, but I don't know. Yeah, but the beef looks good. And I also got fried chicken, sesame, soy sauce, sugar and white pepper. You can't really go wrong with this. Looks like a sweet, sticky, chickeny thing. But I have to say, this type of food in 7-Eleven is just top-notch quality. You just wouldn't expect it from a convenience store. So I'm just sitting here at this intersection, and it's quite a busy area. There's a lot of cars going around, and I'm checking out all the K cars, and it's just fascinating to watch it all. But one thing I had heard is that, you know, the older Ks, like for example the car I have, the C chassis Alto, Suzuki Alto Works, like they're starting to disappear, and I haven't seen one since I got here. In fact, I haven't even seen the generations that came after that. Yeah, I mean, I've seen a couple of Alto Works alright, but they've been the latest generation. I haven't really seen anything else. I suppose the Honda Beat that we saw at Fuji Raceway. Yeah, as far as K cars go, people seem to change them, you know. They don't drive them past kind of 10-15 years, so it's a shame some of the older ones that I hadn't, you know, that I know and love, I haven't been able to see many of them. I don't know a lot of the modern ones, to be honest, other than the Alto Works and the Honda N1 RS. Okay, just made it to Suzuki Plaza, and as soon as I got off that tolled road and got into cities and, you know, more kind of lower speed roads, there was just traffic light after traffic light after traffic light after traffic light. And yeah, I might have to rethink whether I want to use tolled roads or whatever on the way back, because if a much longer distance travel, I'll be going further in the opposite direction and coming all the way back. Yeah, I mean, when it was nice rural touge kind of through the mountains roads, it was fine, but those traffic light roads are no fun. Before I leave the car park, I found this cool little servo, Suzuki servo turbo, I think. Yeah, twin cam turbo, 16 turbo. I wonder, does that mean it's 4-cylinder? So it's just as I was saying that you don't really see some of the older K cars. Here you go. It's a bit later than the one I have, so it'll be kind of mid 90s, maybe even late 90s, not sure. Oh yeah, the Suzuki Alto Works, first generation. A very cool sunroof, and check out those seats. And the cappuccino with 100 horsepower. Look at that for a steering wheel. Alright, depending on the button I press, is the location that he puts it back into. He looks creepy when he comes back to home though. Well, by the time I got to Rocky Auto, it is now dark, and I think I might have made a massive mistake. I thought the cafe was here as well, but I think this is the main workshop. There is a cafe. I think the guys at Tokyo Auto Salon mentioned that the cafe would be open to visitors. I think this place might not be. But the problem is that it's 1.2 miles away, which is fine. I can just hop in the car and go there. Apparently the cafe closed at 7, but it's marked on Google Maps as temporarily closed. So I have no idea why that is. But I suppose I'll take a few videos here, go to the cafe anyway, because I'm out this way. But it might have been an absolutely huge waste of time. It took maybe an hour and a half to get here from Suzuki Plaza. Anyway, have a look. So some R32s, looking pretty beat up. Nice and rusty. Been sitting out in the rain for a while. More R32s. This is a Z. Honda 300 ZX. Yeah, there's no light here, so really you're only going to get the cars lit up by the street lights of cars going by. Loads of R32s and Zs. It's the original 240. But look at this. 2000 GT. Now I know they have their own version which they modified with a different engine. So I don't know which one this is, but it's just sitting out here. Like, if this is the real deal, this is worth like hundreds and hundreds of thousands of euro. with a Ken Mary, which is, I think that might have been at one of the lowdown shows I was at. I don't know if I should be, I'm not going to stay around here too long because I don't know if I'm allowed to be on this premises, but I'll take a little look at the ones that are kind of on the edge. It's another Ken Mary in what I think is a dark cherry red, and a very cool 240. I don't think I'm going to be able to see anything here, to be honest, but I'll have a little look. This is Rocky Cafe, 2 kilometers. Oh, well, I'll give it a try, but don't know. Yeah. Well, I'm finally at the hotel, and as you could probably have guessed, the Rocky Auto Cafe was closed. I couldn't even pull into the car park to take a photo or video or anything like that. It was completely barriered off, and I just continued on to the hotel. I mean, I guess this is really the first thing that's properly gone wrong on the holiday. Everything else, like I had, oh, my bags just fell over. I planned out everything, you know, every single day, loads of activities every day, and pretty much everything has gone according to plan. A couple of cool things have slotted in between that I wasn't expecting. So that was the first thing that's properly gone wrong. The drive from there to Rocky Auto, drive from Rocky Auto to the hotel was like over an hour. And it was over, I didn't realise this when I planned this part, but it was over this kind of touge mountain road, like really narrow roads. Like sometimes there were only one car could pass, there was just a place to pull in. Luckily there was hardly anybody on that road, so I was able to just take it at my own pace. Eventually I came up behind this Daihatsu Tanto, which is one of those box shaped kind of K cars, and it wasn't modified or anything like that. It was just a bog standard one, and we were on some nice kind of flowing you know, two-way kind of wider roads, and he was absolutely giving it socks. You know, we were going uphill, and it wasn't a turbo one or anything like that, so he's there with 660 cc's of fury, and me like with over 4 times larger an engine behind him, and I was just keeping up with him. I mean, you could have taken him on the straights, but round the corners he was just going hard at it. So I let him set the pace because it was pitch black and there was no street lights or anything like that, and I just followed the flow for, I don't know, 15-20 kilometers. It was great crack. Yeah, so he pulled off into a petrol station. We kind of nodded at each other as I passed him. But I'm finally here now. It's about 7 o'clock and I'm wrecked. I did loads of driving today and I'm exhausted. So I just checked into this hotel. This is the cheapest hotel I have in the entire trip, including that one at the start, which was very cheap as well, that APA hotel. This is a Route Inn, which is another chain, and it's €43 for one night. But this one is not just the cheapest, it also comes with free breakfast, which is the only hotel I think I have breakfast for any of the trip, which I totally forgotten about. And when I was checking in, they gave me this drinks token. So I am starving. I'm going to go down. I believe there's a restaurant in the hotel. It's fucking massive. I'd say it's probably at least 15 floors tall and really, really wide. I'm out in the country, so there's more space here. So hopefully the restaurant's going to be decent. I might also do some laundry and basic stuff here tonight if I can summon up the energy to do that. So I'm glad that this hotel has worked out. I mean, look at the room. Hold on, I'll show you. I just got in, so I haven't touched anything yet. Large double bed, air conditioning, heater, view out to something, modern-ish television. Maybe that's aircon. A bag holder. It's the first hotel to have one of those. Well, other than the posh one I was just at. How do I turn on the lights? Probably one of these. Here we go. Decent sized bathroom. So this, with breakfast and with free drink, €43. So, you know, I'll drop some of the details into the video or in the description or something like that if anyone's interested in these places. Sweet, they seem to have a proper laundry area. So hopefully I should be able to get a free spot later. Well, shite. I think there might be some sort of public holiday here or something, because the restaurant is closed. Okay, so here is the size of the hotel. Pretty fucking massive. I just asked them about getting food and could you get room service for that. She pointed me out to this restaurant out here, so this I think is open. But we're all, if all comes to the worst, there is a Lawson over there, so you know, I can get that. So I can get this to take out, I think, and I could eat it in my room if I wanted to, or I can sit in. I don't know. Let's have a look. Okay, this is going to be an experience because the tablet that they have has no English. This doesn't have any English, and they have a whole brochure of food here, which thankfully does have pictures with no English either. So I think, oh, there is some English. Between all this, hopefully I can figure out how to place an order via the tablet. So I managed to get by just asking the waitress to come over and pointing at stuff and saying I want this. I also managed to get a beer, which is hoppy, which I thought would be a beer that, you know, like an IPA that's got hops in it, but they seem to have some sort of clear liquid in this. I don't think it was water, and then they poured the beer in on top, so I don't have any clue what's going on. They also gave me this, which looks like you should be putting crackers in it or something, but it's all like chutneys and whatever. But anyway, it will be an experience anyway, that's for sure. So I just ordered a load of stuff. Gyozas, steamed buns. They lit this thing underneath it. It's mad. I don't know if I have to wait for it to cook or that just keeps it warm. And octopus and cucumber and ginger. So yeah, what do the buns look like? Oh yeah, I think they're only starting to get cooked, so I'll start on these first. I don't know what to do with all the sauces, but it looks yummy. This is bubbling away now. And she said, don't eat it till the fire goes out. So they must have it timed so it's exactly cooked when the fire is gone. So that was an absolutely delicious meal. I absolutely overdid it and bought too much food, and I don't care. I got 2 beers, all that food, and it was €26. Bargain.